Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. And here we have the Nissan X-Trail on a 67 plate, as you can see. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside, you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the vehicle's boot space first of all. The tailgate on this car will open electronically. As we approach the back of the car, you can then see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space as well. This is a 7-seat vehicle with 5 seats in place currently. Of course, you can fold these rear two out. It's very easy to do. Just pull that. You might need to move those seats forward a bit just to give you the ability to be able to pull those out. But once out, of course, this then becomes your rear boot space. You can remove this. As you can see, we have a spare tyre underneath there and a bit more storage space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car. And then, as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through some controls from there. Now that we've done a full circle, though, the first thing you'll notice is that the alloy wheels are in pristine condition. Every single one of them, as is the bodywork the entire way around the car as well. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials first of all. Over on that left-hand side, we have the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. And then in the centre, you can see, firstly, at the very bottom there, the total miles for this car. They are 44,570. Above that, we currently have a digital readout for the speedometer being displayed. You can change that information using buttons on the steering wheel for various different menus, and the buttons in question are just here. We have stereo controls surrounding that. On the right-hand side, cruise control, speed limiter, and phone controls as well. Over into the centre next, we'll have the main touchscreen for the car. So you can see there we've got DAB radio. This car's got FM and AM as well. You can pair up your phone from here. Just hit connect and follow the instructions on screen. We have a CD player. We've also got Bluetooth audio and auxiliary input. So loads of ways to listen to your music. This car's got satellite navigation. Really nice, clear colour display. Again, very, very easy system to use, and you can go into nav to actually input destinations. We've got various setup menus and what have you. And then we have the parking camera on this car, which is a 360 parking camera. So the bird's eye view image of the car just there. You can press the camera button and you'll get a front-facing camera, the bird's eye view, a front-facing camera and the front passenger side wheel. And you can see with those lines, it really helps you line up into a parking space, so very easy to park. Made easier by the fact that this car also has autonomous parking. So it will look for a space for you. When it finds one, it will tell you, and it can take control of the steering for you. Below that, we have dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger and the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. And when you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning's off at the minute. That button will turn it on, and it's on, of course, when that light shows. Same button to turn it off, or just hit auto. The car will now take control of the fan speed and direction of the air to maintain those temperatures. So once it gets up to temperature, it will drop the fan speed to keep it at that temperature. Of course, you can manually override that whenever you wish to, and you can see auto has now gone off. You can put it back on your own settings. We have a 12-volt charging socket, your auxiliary, USB inputs, some storage just here, an electronic handbrake with an auto hold function. We then have the 6-speed manual gearbox. We have driver and passenger heated seats. We've also got rear heated seats as well, all with 2 different heat settings. And then your controls for various 4-wheel drive settings, as well as a couple of cup holders, as you can see. The last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. So there is a sun blind that you can close, or of course open. And you can leave it like that if you wish to, or as you can see, you can open this front section as a full sliding sunroof as well. The last thing I wanted to finish on is the paperwork. So the key you're looking at there is the spare key for the vehicle. So we have 2 keys in total. The V5 registration document, as you can see, and then plenty of service records underneath this as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. Similarly, we'd be more than happy to do a live bespoke video tour of the car for you as well.